Water security in the Great Lakes region is a great concern. This large drainage area consists of over 20% of the world's freshwater supply. The water in this region is of varying quality due to various uses throughout the area. It supplies water for millions of citizens to both the United States and Canada. Due to its proximity and access to the Atlantic Ocean, the Great Lakes region has served as an industrial and agricultural connection for many parts of the United States and Canada. The Great Lakes region is defined by an industrial and agricultural past that has led to pollution from both point and non-point sources. Contaminants in the Great Lakes watershed regions have led to various programs being implemented by both the Canadian and United States government. Located in the Lake Erie watershed and Niagara River Basin is the Love Canal site, one of the sites that began the Superfund site in the United States. Due to the aging nature of large cities in this region, one point source pollution concern is combined sewer overflows. In order to best manage this point source pollution control, the United States EPA has created various guidance documents, including requiring municipalities to create long-term control plans to reduce the number of combined sewer overflows that occur on an annual basis. Non-point source pollution is much more difficult to monitor and regulate than point source pollution. Water in this region has many uses, including recreational use, a source of drinking water, as well as electricity generation. Water in this region is a vital resource for electricity generation, including both renewable and non-renewable sources. Water in this region is utilized to provide hydroelectric power generation for many people throughout the United States and Canada. One of such facilities includes the power generation facilities in New York State and Canada located near Niagara Falls, utilizing the natural potential energy of water to generate power. To further ensure water security for non-consumptive use to generate hydroelectric power includes upgrades to facilities such as the Lewiston Pump Generating Plant in order to maximize electricity generation while minimizing non-consumptive use and diversion of water. In order to ensure water security for the future, low-impact development and sustainable development is needed. Defined by the EPA, a stormwater best management practice, or BMP, is a technique, measure, or structural control that is used for a given set of conditions to manage the quantity and improve the quality of stormwater runoff in the most cost-effective manner. The use of these best management practices can help ensure water security for the future in the Great Lakes region. The term low-impact development refers to systems and practices that use or mimic natural processes that result in the infiltration, evapotranspiration, or use of stormwater in order to protect water quality and associated aquatic habitat. The following show uses of low-impact development or best management practices to improve water quality and therefore increase water security for the future. Common low-impact development techniques include bioretention areas, bioswales, surface sand filters, and vegetative conveyances. Bioretention areas utilize earth materials to filter stormwater into what is typically an underdrain to improve the quality of stormwater runoff. This naturally treats stormwater runoff in a location close to the source and helps to reduce non-point source pollution. The use of best management practices and low-impact development in the Great Lakes region will help increase water security for the future by reducing the impact of non-point and point source pollution, as well as decreasing the demand on water treatment infrastructure in the region. Future water security is a complex topic in the Great Lakes region. We will take a look at two current case studies of the Buffalo River and St. Mary's River. Both the United States and Canada are responsible for the water quality of the Great Lakes regions. Various treaties and agreements have signed between these two nations, including the Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement. This agreement between the U.S. and Canada was first signed in 1972. It was further amended in 1983, 1987, and 2012. The U.S.-Canada Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement defines an area of concern as a geographic area designated by the parties where significant impairment of beneficial uses has occurred as a result of human activities at the local level, thus decreasing water security in the region. This agreement between the United States and Canada has identified several areas of concern as shown in this map here. We will take a look at two in the United States, including the Buffalo River and St. Mary's River. This map here shows the identified area of concern along the Buffalo River. Contaminants within the river and sediments include PCBs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, heavy metals, primarily lead and mercury, pesticides, and industrial organics. In order to ensure future water security, the EPA has identified this AOC to require remediation and restoration practices. These remediation practices have included dredging more than 450,000 cubic yards of PCB, PAH, and heavy metal contaminated sediments from within the river. This map here shows the identified area of concern for the St. Mary's River throughout the United States and Canada. As a result of industrial and municipal discharges, sediment and water in this region was contaminated with various toxic chemicals, large amounts of suspended solids, heavy metals, and PAHs. One highlight of the restoration project in this area of concern was the construction of this multi-span bridge replacing an old causeway. The construction of this bridge in place of the old causeway allowed for the restoration of flow in this region. This restored the natural rapids habitat that is vital for many invertebrate species. In looking at these two specific case studies of areas of concern in the Great Lakes region, we recognize water quality and quantity must be managed in order to ensure water security for the future of this region.